Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making scones. So I shared on my Facebook page a couple of weeks ago about Becky Excell releasing a free gluten-free masterclass of 15 steps. So I thought I would start taking it as I have some free time tonight. And the first recipe is scones. So I've got the ingredients, I'll just show you those now. So to make her recipe, we need lemon juice, milk, vanilla extract, self-raising flour, 1 egg, baking powder, xanthan gum, caster sugar, butter/margarine, and a scone cutter. So I got this cookie cutter, scone cutter from Amazon. So I've got all of the ingredients there ready. First thing first is to preheat the oven to 200 degrees, which I've done, so it's ready. For her masterclass, she's done videos of all of the recipes and she's written them out as well. So I'm going to be following it along and watching the video as well. And you can see that hopefully I don't mess it up too much. I've never actually made scones before, even before I was gluten-free. I've always loved scones so much. I've got clotted cream and jam as well. So I am very excited to try this. So I'm going to watch the video and let's see what to do first. Okay, so the first thing Becky does is weigh out all of her ingredients. So I'm going to get on with that now so I can just place them in when they're needed. Let's go. So first things first, I weighed out the self-raising flour. And then I added the baking powder and xanthan gum. Okay, next she adds in the butter, which she cuts into small pieces. If anything's going to go wrong with the recipe, I think it's the butter, because she uses actual butter or hard margarine, and we don't have that here. So I'm just going to use the soft margarine and hope it's going to be okay. But if something goes wrong, I'm going to blame this. But I'm going to add it in and let's see. Okay, so we're going to add the butter in, just like that. Before it gets stuck. Oh, well done. That was clever, wasn't it? Might be easy, just chuck it all in. Okay. Okay. And then she says we need to rub it in. So that involves putting it into like breadcrumbs. But first of all, we need like cold hands. So I'm just going to wash my hands, get them really cold, and clean that up. Okay, I've tried my best to make it look like her consistency. She says it's meant to be like breadcrumbs, so I'm kind of hoping that that's what it is. It's much thicker and it's not really like floury like it was before, so I'm hoping I've done it correctly. I guess we will see. Next we add in the caster sugar. Okay, so I've got 175 millilitres of milk. I'm just going to put it in the microwave to make it lukewarm. She says that you can do this on the hob, but it's just easier to use the microwave. So let's put it in for about 10-15 seconds. Okay, so it's now lukewarm. We've taken it out of the microwave. It took about 30 to 40 seconds. We're now going to add in our lemon juice and our vanilla extract and then let it sit for about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to mix that all together now and then let it sit and sort of tidy up while I wait for it to be ready. So I've just put the baking sheet into the oven to preheat that as well, and then we're going to add the milk to our mixture. Okay, so she says to make a sort of little dip in the middle to pour the mixture of the milk in, and she says that it's going to be a little bit lumpy now because of like the lemon juice and stuff, which is good to know since I just went out and bought fresh milk because of that exact same reason. So I think there's a little dome in the middle. I'm going to pour that. Yeah, you can definitely see the lumps from the lemon juice. And then we're just going to mix it all in. Okay, now that it's starting coming together, we're going to mix it together with our hands, sort of bringing it together rather than pushing it. She says it shouldn't be too sticky afterwards, so I'm hoping that hopefully that will work, because right now it feels quite sticky, but she said that it shouldn't be, but we can see a lot of flour at the bottom, so that's probably a big reason why. Oh, this is not going very well, is it? it feels a lot drier now that I've got it in my hand. Okay, that feels quite good. You can see the bottom of my hand is going onto it and nothing's actually coming on. It's all the residue from before. Okay, so now it is a dough. We're going to just take it out, like that, put it onto the side and then flour our side. Ready. Okay, so she says to sort of push it down and like fold it over again because you don't want too many sort of cracks in it. I'm not really sure how to get the cracks out to be perfect. Oh, there we go. That's kind of happening, isn't it? Oh, I don't know if I'm creating more cracks doing it like this. I feel like I am. Oh well. Okay, so she says we want 3.5 to 4.5 centimeters thickness. So I'm just going to see how much it is, but I don't think it's very even. Yep, no, we need that a lot thicker. So I'm going to push that in again and try it. Alright, let's bring it in like this, shall we do? Is that going to be... Oh, yes, that is perfect. Right, what do we do next? Okay, now we're going to start doing our cutter. She says to just press down and pop it out rather than like twisting because it can affect the rise. So let's have a go. Okay, I've added some extra flour in, so hopefully it's going to work this time. Get it. Okay, yeah, it's just not really going that well, is it? It still feels quite sticky inside. I think I have to add some flour. Probably a bit too much, but making an absolute mess, of course. Okay, let's try this again. It's not going too well. Just not even, I feel like they're too high. It's meant to be 3.5 to 4.5 centimeters thickness, but it just doesn't seem to be working really, does it? I feel like it might be because this is too like short. I don't know. Let's try it again. Oh, you know what? We're just going to go with it because I don't really understand why it's not working. I just don't get it. I do not get it. I followed the recipe. Why is it like this? Oh my god. It's just gonna taste like flour now, isn't it? Stop sticking. Doesn't work this time. I give up. If this is because of the butter, I'm so annoyed. Right, that's it. This is the last one I'm doing. Like just working it round is the only way I'm going to actually get them out. Oh, God. Yeah, I definitely feel like the mixture's just too wet for this. Oh well. Oh, I can't even move it. This has just not worked. Why am I not as amazing as Becky? Why? Well, just pushing this one into it might make more sense, to be honest. Oh, this has not gone well at all, has it? Okay, well, that did not go as planned. Some very sticky scones. With our egg, we're going to create an egg wash. I'm not really sure how effective it's going to be because of how sort of wet they are. But we've got the oven preheated anyway with the baking sheet, so just add it on. Got a little egg brush as well, so we'll just brush them before they go in, and then we'll do it quite quickly as we don't want to like have it out the oven too long. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay, so we take the baking sheet out of the oven and put these on quickly. Let's just see how it goes, really. Okay, so let's add them on. And add it into the oven. There we go. Okay, so I put them in for 12 minutes. It says 12 to 15 minutes on the blog. I don't really know what went wrong. I feel like I'm going to blame the butter because, well, why not? They're just very wet. I've tried to add more flour, but I feel like I'm just adding more and more flour. It's just not going to get to the point. So yeah, hopefully they're going to rise properly in the oven. I'm kind of scared they're going to sort of fall. But we'll see, yeah. Trial and error. It is a baking masterclass for people who can't bake, so makes sense. Okay, we've got 6 minutes left on the timer. They are starting to smell really nice, and they do look like, oh, you can't even see, I really need to clean the oven. They do look like they're rising in there. Some of them are falling slightly over though, so hopefully it's not a massive fail as we think. Okay, so the beeper's just got off for 12 minutes. I'm just gonna check it and see if it needs that extra 3 minutes. They smell really, really good, so I'm hoping they're... I'm going to put it in a little bit longer, just because some of them aren't that golden on top, but apart from the sliding factor, they actually look quite good, especially that one. We'll put it on for 2 minutes and then we'll see, fingers crossed. Okay, so the beeper's gone off again. I'm going to take them out and let them cool and then open them up, and hopefully they'll be good inside. So apparently these are like the cracks. They don't look undercooked inside, so I actually think We might have saved ourselves. I'm going to let them cool and then I'll open them up for you. Okay, so I let them cool down and I cut it open and it's quite doughy inside still. So I'm going to turn the oven back on, stick them in for a bit longer and we'll see, guys. I'm going to probably put them in for about 5 or so minutes. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I put them in for about 7 minutes, took them out, cut one in half and it's still doughy inside. So I've put it on for another 7 minutes. I'm just hoping it's going to do something, I guess. We'll see. Okay, so I've had them going in extra for like probably about 20 plus minutes now and they're just burning in the end. They're still sort of going in the middle. I'm going to cut it open now just to see, but yeah, it's not really worked. Okay, so they're boiling hot, so I'm going to use an oven glove to sort of help me cut into it. These are much better inside than the other ones, but as you can see, they're still quite doughy, but oh well. What can we do? Hopefully next week's masterclass will be a lot better. So it's Victoria sponge cake. I'm going to add some jam and some clotted cream onto these and hopefully they taste okay. I'll let you know. So I just put the cream and jam onto one of the scones. It feels quite hard. This was one of the ones that I cut open. So even though it's like doughy in the middle, it's really hard on one side. So I've put the jam and cream and I'll give it a taste and we'll see. It's very crunchy, but you can still taste the dough, so I don't really get that. It's sort of like crusty on one side and doughy in the middle, but the jam and clotted cream together make it taste quite nice. So even though you can taste that it isn't anywhere near perfect or even that great, the jam and the cream kind of hide it, so in the end it's just a normal, not so great scone. Hopefully next week will be better and I will see you guys soon. Bye! If you have any idea why this didn't work, please let me know. Was it the butter? Did I over mix it? I have no idea.